What's up, everybody? This is a 1998 Jeep Wrangler Sahara. That's obviously got the 4-liter inline-six engine. I'm basically just making this video to kind of talk a little bit about it because obviously if you're looking into buying one, you will very quickly find out that there's a lot of people saying, oh, they're great, oh, they suck, this is what to watch out for, and then the other person will be like, oh no, you don't need to watch out for this. There's a lot of controversy over what's good and what's bad. So I just wanted to at least clarify in my case what's good and bad with the Jeep. This one's a 98 Wrangler, so what is it? Like I said, it's got the 4-liter inline-six engine. Might as well show it to you all. I've had this truck about, I don't know, a little while. Probably not going to be able to see this. But it's pretty simple. This truck has 152,000 miles on it. Things to definitely look out for. Exhaust leaks. If they say there's an exhaust leak, you definitely want to take a close look at it. If the leak is in the manifold, you're probably gonna have a burnt valve. That's what happened with this one. The guy said, "Oh, it's got an exhaust leak." Well, come to find out, 2 weeks later, check engine light comes on, misfire code on cylinder 1. If you have that code or any misfire code, you're, I would say, 65-70% likely to need a new cylinder head. In my case, the exhaust manifold cracked, which then caused the exhaust valve in number 1 to burn. So definitely look out for that. Other than that, I know that rust is a big issue in this particular truck. It's been in the South all its life, so it's not really a big deal. It's got 30-inch tires on it from the factory spare, full-size spare, and everything like that. This one does have the tow package on it, which is pretty nice. This one has a Rampage tan frameless top on it. Definitely a great top. If you're gonna go out and test drive the Jeep, you definitely want to get it up to highway speed, and it's for 2 reasons. One, you want to see if the top is shitty and if it's gonna like rattle like crazy and drive you nuts. Now, I don't really care. I know it's a Jeep, it's gonna be loud, and I wasn't expecting much, but I swear to God, this top, if you've driven Jeeps and you're on the freeway, most tops you can't even hear yourself think. But in this top, you can be going 70 miles an hour on the freeway and have a conversation on the phone and not even have to yell. Like, it's amazing. And it doesn't move, it doesn't shake, nothing. The second reason to take it up to speed on the highway is you want to see if it has the death wobble. It's when the Jeep basically, you have worn out suspension parts or weak or they're real loose, and it'll cause the Jeep to shake like all hell. So you definitely want to make sure that hit some bumps, kind of give it some steering play when you're on the freeway, and make sure if it's not lifted like crazy, not on big tires, you won't really have to deal with that. Like in this case, you know, it's not lifted at all. It's still on factory 30-inch tires, so it's no big deal. But if you're looking at one, you know, it can't hurt. Take it on the highway, you know, give it a good long test drive. Other than that, I'm trying to think. I'll show you guys the interior. This one's the Sahara. Most Jeeps aren't going to look like this, but it does have, oh shit, the lighting's so bad in here. It does have the tan and green seats. It's really nice. I love the interior, honestly. You got 98 real signature gauges on this Jeep. It's pretty simple though. I mean, got everything. This one's a 5-speed. Another thing to look at when you're doing a Jeep is definitely get the VIN number and look up the build sheet, because you're gonna want to know if you're into off-roading, which if you're buying a Jeep you probably are. You want to know the build specs on it. So you want to know things like the rear end. Does it have a Dana 44? Does it have a Dana 35? Both were optional in these Jeeps. You want to see what gearing it has also. Now I know the sub models, the gearing is going to be different. So Like for my buddy Sport, he has a 353, I think, rear gears, 352s. I can't remember. This one in this case has 373s. Totally depends on what you're wanting to do with the Jeep, as to what gear set you want. If you're gonna want to be on the freeway all the time, then 353s or whatever it is isn't bad. I mean, you're gonna do fine with that. But if you want to push bigger tires and you want to go, off road and have a lot of that torque, 373s is going to be really, really good for that. Also, you're going to get better gas mileage on the highway. So that's just something to think about. So definitely look up the build sheet, and you want to confirm all of that stuff. Another thing about these Jeeps, the 4-cylinder version. Now, everybody on the forum says they suck. I will be honest and say that I never went and drove the 4-cylinder version, just because all my buddies with Jeeps said they'd driven them and they suck, and they're just terrible. They can't get to speed and everything. And from what I've heard from the owner of this vehicle that I bought it from, he's had 4-cylinder Jeeps. He said that if you have to get the 4-cylinder, and he said have to, so it's obviously not that great, but he said if you have to, that definitely get the manual, because he said the automatic transmission it can't even keep up with itself, man. It can't get out of its own way. Whereas I guess the manual just has better gearing, and it's just gonna accelerate a lot faster. You can look up acceleration videos on YouTube, man. Those 4-cylinders just don't do shit. As for the 6-cylinder, I mean, it's great, man. Plenty of power. I mean, 4-wheel drive, it'll spin all 4, and, So, trying to think. Also on the build specs, you want to look up if you have a track lock differential in the back, which is basically a limited slip. This Jeep does have a limited slip or track lock differential in the back. I would say definitely make sure it has that. If it doesn't, it's not that expensive to do it yourself, but that's definitely something that you're gonna want to get, because if you have open diffs on your Jeep, really it's only 2-wheel drive. Even if you put it in 4-wheel drive, it's only spinning 2 tires. So, I don't know. It's just being limited slip. I mean, not trying to brag or anything, but this truck's never been stuck, and it's been in plenty of shit. And where other trucks have gotten stuck, I've had to pull them out. So other than that, man, it's a great truck, or it's a great Jeep. No complaints. I had a 04 Subaru WRX before this, and obviously this gets about half the gas mileage that got, but this takes regular gas. So I mean, it only cost me $20 to fill it up. And it's not a bad daily driver at all. It's actually really nice. I like it a lot better. And I mean, we just had a real bad snowstorm, and this truck and my buddies were the only things out. And I mean, I didn't even have to put it in 4-wheel drive ever. I mean, I could go down icy roads on a 6% grade, whatever you want, and 2-wheel drive just fine. So if you're looking into getting one, definitely I say go for it. Definitely save up for the 6-cylinder and look up the build sheet and see what you want out of your Jeep. Things that I would want would be, like I said, the track lock differential, the 373 gears, the 6-cylinder, and the 5-speed manual. You can get away without the track lock and the 373 gears, but I wouldn't skimp out on it. I would definitely look for one that has that. Yeah. And CR250s. Get one of them too, man. They're badass. But anyways, alright. I hope I didn't talk y'all's ear off, but I just wanted to get this video out to provide a little bit more information. So, thank you all. Bye.